Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning, muy buenos días y bienvenidos todos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show. Hoy es el 7 de octubre, hoy es lunes y son exactamente las 7:01. Good morning, buenos días de nuevo si nos acabas de sintonizar. Es un gran gusto poder llegar hasta sus hogares. Gracias por permitirnos llegar hasta sus hogares. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la calle San Lorenzo, y es un gran gusto decirles que estamos en vivo por aire. Simplemente tienes que sincronizar tu televisor con la señal de la torre, y eso se hace simplemente con una antenita, bien fácil. Y podrás captar la imagen de Canal 10. Esto es un servicio especial para la gente que vive en el norte del país. Gratuito, no pagas absolutamente nada. Y déjame decirte, el único canal que vas a poder ver, porque es el único que está en al aire. Pero también estamos en cable, tenemos arreglos con las proveedores de señal de cable que permite que nuestra señal se vea en Canal 62 aquí en el norte, y no recuerdo, pero estamos presentes por todo el país. No recuerdo el número del canal, pero por todo el país estamos. Tanto así que quiero saludar a este momento a toda nuestra linda gente aquí en Orange Walk, y también Corozal, y también Ciudad Belice, Ladyville. También tomo tiempo para saludar a Belmopan, a San Ignacio, Santa Elena, San Ignacio, Benque Viejo, San José Socots, también Dangriga y también Punta Gorda. Y hay muchos lugares entre medio aquí donde quiero saludar, pero son bastantes, muchos y costaría mucho tiempo. Pero tengo que decir buenos días, Trial Farm. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo se encuentran? Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. En realidad aquí estamos en Trial Farm, justo en las afueras del pueblo de Orange Walk. Gran gusto saludarles de nuevo, las 7:03. Ojalá y su fin de semana les haya ido como les gustara. Ayer por la tarde me encantó lo que sucedió, que llovió pesado, y, uh, y pues todos estamos pendientes de la lluvia estos días luego de la concientización que sucedió. Cuando teníamos el problema fuerte del río, que pues no mostraba señas de rehabilitarse por nada, y que todos decíamos, pues tiene que haber lluvia que caiga, si no se compone esta cosa. Pues desde entonces hemos estado vigiando, hemos estado al tanto de la lluvia que cae, y ayer cayó una gran cantidad de lluvia. Pues no estamos hablando también de la lluvia que anteriormente ha caído, y le damos gracias a Dios por esto, porque es muy importante. Ayer pasé por el lado del río y se veía bastante bien. Ya, ya no tenía esa capa blanca, y no mostraba nada de esos síntomas que mostraban que estaba severamente enfermo el río. Gracias a Dios que esto ha sucedido. La naturaleza es precioso, se cura, eh, tiende a curarse solo. Así que claro que es obra de Dios todo esto. Te pido que te unas conmigo a darle gracias, a reconocer y a darle gracias a Dios que hoy tenemos otro día. Hoy empezamos otra semana. Hoy porque tenemos vida, la esperanza de tantas cosas. La esperanza de tantas cosas. Padre, muchas gracias por todas tus bendiciones, porque tú nos amas intensamente, nos das la vida, nos das salud, nos das fuerzas, nos aseguras nuestro bienestar, todo, Padre. Muchas gracias por todo esto. nos cuidas, nos perdonas. Pero tampoco quiere decir que cuando nos morimos tú nos dejas de querer. En absolutamente no podemos decir eso. El morir es parte natural de la vida y muchas veces nos ponemos a llorar cuando muere alguien, pero no nos damos cuenta de que también esa muerte nos acerca a ti, Padre. Porque tú nos has prometido una vida después de esta. Una vida junto a ti. Y si es que estamos junto a ti, entonces, ¿por qué llorar? Te pedimos, Padre, poder entender esto bien. Es cierto de que lloramos porque no vamos a ver al ser querido jamás nunca. Y nos recordamos y nos llenamos de mucha nostalgia. Y recordamos las veces cuando pudimos haber tratado mejor a esa persona. Y nos sentimos llenos de culpabilidad. Pero permítanos, Padre, hoy, poder decir, hoy no le tengo miedo a la muerte. Porque sé que al morir estaré con mi Creador, con mi Padre. Padre, hoy permítenos ser mejores personas, más humildes, más generosos, más amorosos, más pacíficos. Permítenos hoy, Padre, poder respetar la opinión ajena. Poder crear un ambiente pacífico dentro de nuestros trabajos, dentro de nuestros hogares. Pacífico. Donde muchas veces callar es mejor que rectificar. Donde muchas veces no es necesario dar la explicación de 5 minutos, sino un simple sí, un simple no, termina la discusión. Y se evita todo el pleito. Permítanos hoy, Padre, crecer emocionalmente y darnos cuenta que no tenemos que ganar la pelea, que eso no importa, que mientras que yo esté convencido de que yo esté bien, no me importa lo demás. Padre, hoy te pido por los enfermos, como siempre, te pido también por los niños desamparados, los viejitos abandonados, te pido por las familias dolientes, te pido por todas las personas que tienen una necesidad fuerte. Te pido por todas estas intenciones, Padre. Y también te pedimos por todos nosotros hoy, que tengamos un día lleno de éxito y una semana lleno de éxito. Te bendecimos, Padre, te alabamos y te glorificamos siempre. Amén. You feel so much better when you made contact with your mighty Creator. And if you didn't join me, I hope that for the next time you can join me in that moment of in that communication that we have with our Almighty Father. Good morning again. If you've just joined us, it's 10 minutes after 7. Let's go directly now to the general weather forecast. I beg your pardon. For today, the 7th of October. 7th of October. We have approximately 3 more weeks in October, 3.5 weeks. But we have, say, 2.5 weeks before the 25th. So we really only have 2 months and 2 weeks before Christmas. And I'm already watching Christmas movies on Hallmark channel, and I sat down, I lied down over the weekend, and I watched a couple of them, and filled me with a lot of nostalgia, yes, but it was nice. It was nice knowing that that I do have a lot of more weekends, where I can enjoy this. Relatively moist and unstable conditions will continue during the next 24 hours. I will stop right there, and I'll tell you that if you look at the satellite picture, you see a large amount of cloudiness in front of Belize. That is why we have moist and unstable conditions continuing during the next 24 hours. And the 24-hour forecast says skies will be cloudy with sunny breaks today. So it's only during certain breaks that we'll be seeing the sun. During the course of the day, cloudy at times tonight. Isolated showers or thunderstorms will occur mostly over inland areas this afternoon. Then a few showers and thunderstorms mostly over southern and some coastal areas tonight. So we can expect thunderstorms this afternoon. Winds blowing variable at 5 to 10 knots. The sea state, again, slight. And it's a beautiful sight when you approach the sea and you see that it's not choppy, it's just there's a slight chop in the water, but it's almost as if it were glass or a mirror, because it is so beautiful. I had an opportunity to watch it over during the course of last week. Beautiful scene. The temperatures along the coast, 87 as a high, 78 as a low, and inland 93 degrees as a high and 73 degrees as a low. And in the hills, 84 as a high and 68 as a low. There are no advisories in place. And just quickly turning to the National Hurricane Center page, and apart from that large patch of cloudiness in front of us that goes, say, from San Pedro all the way to almost the coast of Cuba, the rest of the Caribbean is pretty clean. There are two systems, but one of them is in the open Atlantic, and it's a disturbance. It's a developing non-tropical low pressure system that is moving away, and then you also have a second system that is in the western Atlantic, and that again poses absolutely no threat to us. So, in terms of like imminent threat, there is nothing at all. The outlook for tomorrow, Tuesday and Tuesday night, is for mainly fair weather with only isolated showers or isolated thunderstorms developing. Mind you, it doesn't say where. A low tide at 12:13 this afternoon, a high tide at 7:39 tonight, a second low tide at 11:50 tonight, and the second low tide tomorrow morning at 5:53. The sun rose this morning at 5:44. The sun sets at 5:36. And in pretty much the same manner, the moon rises at 1:59 this afternoon and sets tomorrow morning at 1:29. Thank you very much, forecaster Michael Gentle, for that information. I beg your pardon again. Buenos días, compañeros. Aquí les va el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy lunes, el 7 de octubre. Ya estamos el 7 de octubre. Y quiero decirte que ayer tuvimos una buena lluvia, aquel tipo de lluvia que cayó, pero cayó pesado, cayó bien bastante pesado, y no fue una lluvia que duró 2 o 3 minutos, sino duró aproximadamente 10 o 15 minutos o más. Lo menciono simplemente porque pues tenemos aún una necesidad para lluvia, porque estamos pasando por una sequía horrible. Y aparte del hecho de que también la situación con el río, que necesitábamos lluvia para poder lavar todo esa contaminación que tanto nos hacía daño. Así que vimos anoche cómo llovió, y ojalá y para adelante vamos a ver los efectos positivos de la lluvia. La situación general hoy: condiciones relativamente húmedas e inestables están controlando nuestro clima para las siguientes 24 horas. Entonces, para indefinido para las siguientes 24 horas. Los cielos estarán nublados hoy, con momentos cuando sale el sol durante el curso del día de hoy. Estará nublado por momentos también hoy por la noche. Vamos a ver durante el curso del día hoy chubascos aislados o tormentas ocurriendo sobre el interior del país hoy por la tarde. Luego algunos chubascos y tronadas ocurriendo sobre la porción sur del país y sobre unas áreas de la costa hoy por la noche. Los vientos variables de 5 a 10 nudos. El estado del mar casi inmóvil. Lo mencioné en inglés, es una escena preciosa. Simplemente ver el mar y sin moverse como si fuera un vidrio, a mirror, un espejo. Bastante, bueno, como no solemos verlo cada día, entonces me impactó verlo durante el curso de esta semana. Temperaturas por la costa 87 como una máxima, 70 perdón, 78 como una mínima por la costa, en el interior 93 como una máxima, 73 como una mínima, y por las colinas 84 como una máxima y únicamente 68 como una mínima. No hay advertencias en lugar, no hay ningún sistema o tormenta o huracán que nos esté presentando una amenaza. No hay ninguno. Simplemente hay dos áreas donde se está vigilando por posible desarrollo, pero esos, aunque se desarrollaran, no nos presentan ninguna amenaza, porque están en Atlántico abierto o están los dos en Atlántico abierto, yéndose para el norte. Así que ninguna amenaza por el momento. Pero ya que vaya pasando el tiempo, quiero decirles esto, de que estamos en momentos donde habrán cambios. Ya para segunda porción de octubre y noviembre, ya entonces los huracanes por lo general no se forman en el Atlántico abierto, sino se forman aquí en el Mar Caribe. Y en particular en noviembre se forman justo frente de nosotros en el Mar Caribe, porque ya entonces empiezan a bajar los frentes de frío y debajo, por ser el frente nada más, porque es el frente nada más lo que trae la lluvia, etcétera, etcétera, y el viento. Y el frente de frío es un sistema de baja presión. Lo que viene, la masa de aire frío que viene detrás, es un sistema de alta presión, completamente diferente. Pero lo que viene, el frente, lo que choca con el aire caliente, es un sistema de baja presión. Y entonces, cuando llega y se estanca en esta área, el sistema de baja presión, entonces aquí se encuentra con aguas cálidas. Y entonces aquí se encuentra una posibilidad, una probabilidad de una formación. Así que hemos visto muchos casos aquí que tan pronto bajan, pasan y luego entonces el mismo sistema de baja presión se forma en algo grande y se va subiendo y nos amenaza. Hay que cuidar eso el 15 de octubre hasta fin de noviembre. Estas son condiciones que se tienen que cuidar. ¿Qué se espera mañana martes y martes por la noche? Buen tiempo, con chubascos aislados o tronadas aisladas desarrollándose. Una marea baja sucede a las 12:13, una alta a las 7:39 por la noche, otra baja, a las 11:50 por la noche y luego otra alta mañana a las 5:53 de la mañana. El sol salió hoy a las 5:44 por la mañana y el sol se oculta a las 5:36 hoy por la tarde. De igual forma, la luna sale a la 1:59 por la tarde y se oculta a la 1:29 mañana por la madrugada. Muchas gracias, forecaster Michael Johnson. Compañeros, también hay que darle las gracias a nuestros patrocinadores de siempre. Estamos hablando de la compañía Digi, y Government of Belize Information Service, Belize Tourist Bureau, también las tiendas NR, German Vega Sons, Vega Imports, Vega Distributors. Vamos a una pausa, son las 7:22. Estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios, pero no se vayan.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. Diginet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, Diginet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by Diginet. Diginet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, rush runs, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lemulus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the Macau River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, your show. We're transmitting live from Nortevisión, Channel 10 here on San Lorenzo Road, Orange Walk. Good morning. Welcome back. Please join me at this moment to say good morning and welcome to our good friend, Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Good morning, Mr. Checky Usher. ¿Cómo estás?
Pues muy bien, don Martínez. Muchas gracias, mi amigo.
Muchas gracias por el don. Siempre lo digo. Aquí nos gusta decir don. Sí, está perfectamente en orden, ¿sabes?
¿Es correcto?
Está correcto. Nada más de que para muchas personas el don es... en muchos lugares se dice señor.
Ya, te iba a preguntar eso. ¿Y
Señor
qué pasó
Eduardo.
con el
El don es un...
más respeto?
Es un más respeto, pero más es...
¿Cree que una persona
asociado
siente mejor cuando
les dicen... no sé, me imagino que es cultura, es algo que pero no todos los países te dicen Don Martínez, te dicen Señor Martínez.
Señor Martínez. ¿Y cuándo?
El don viene cuando es más respeto y por eso digo siempre gracias por el don, ¿no? Yo recuerdo que llegaron sus suegros de mi hermano a Belice y yo le dije buenas tardes, señor. Le dije buenas tardes y bienvenido, don Giordano.
Don.
Y me dijo, ay joven, gracias por el don, llámame señor Giordano.
Ok.
Pero él nació en Italia, y en Italia cuando te dicen don esto y don el otro, es como si fuera que eres parte de una organización que no quieres ser parte. Mejor te prefieres ser simplemente señor.
¿Y cómo cuando viene a las mujeres, qué palabra usan?
Señora.
Señora.
Uh-huh.
Ok.
Señora. Es lo universal.
Oh, ok.
Pero aquí es por costumbre que usamos don y doña.
¿Doña también?
Doña también.
Sí.
Y no quiero cambiarlo, simplemente estoy diciendo que en otros países casi no se usa. Se usa señora. Pero aquí usamos don y doña. Es parte de nuestra cultura, claro, también.
Hay un nivel de años que tiene una señora para decirle doña o no importa.
No hay leyes, por decir, regimentales que diga, pues de los 39 a los 40, a los 50 se le dice doña. Y no hay nada.
No hay nada de eso. Ok.
Simplemente es doña y señora.
Okay, pues
pero
bien.
aquí usamos doña esto, doña el otro. Y si estamos... Y ya sabes de que el maya entra aquí dentro también. Y cuando te dicen don Ashpet, el Ashpet también es algo quiere decir con el ash, porque fácilmente pudiste haber dicho la señora Pet. Pero no, es la Ashpet, la Ashpet. Son cositas que son a cierto punto diminutivos o son o tienen otro tipo de razonamiento detrás de ello. Pero ¿ves? Nuestra cultura es rica.
Esas palabras don y doña es palabra de gran respeto.
Sí, gran respeto, sí.
Como cuando dos personas hacen casamiento. En inglés, we announce you Mr. and Mrs.
Uh-huh,
y cuando
perfect.
digan en español, ¿cómo es?
Señor y señora, tal y tal y tal.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
ok.
No han logrado el don y doña.
Don y doña.
No han logrado eso todavía.
Ok, muy bien, Don Martinez. Well, Mr. Martinez, you know, the rain scheme.
Yes, that's what I mentioned, yeah, a while
The
ago.
rain scheme.
Rain scheme. And you know what? That never only to say rain.
No.
I mean, rain. Y a mí me dio ganas de cruzar la calle así, bajo la lluvia. Pero dije, ya estoy más enfermo que nada. Ya de repente me sale el tiro por la culata. Así que decidí esperar que pare la lluvia para cruzar la calle. Pero cuántas ganas me dio. ¿Cuántas ganas me dio?
What time it start raining here in Orange Walk yesterday?
I think it was about maybe 7 o'clock or so.
Okay, I was in August Pine Ridge and it started raining there around 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4:30. It rained for like an hour and it stopped. And then it started about 8 o'clock again. But when it started 8 o'clock, it was heavy. And coming on the road, Mr. Martinez, the rain was so strong.
Oh, it was later than 7. It was closer to 8.
Yeah, the rain was so strong you could barely see where to go. But the lightning, in that area back there, a lot of lightnings and thunder. Strong, strong, strong. You know, but, you know, I always be careful, so I take my time and come through. But it rained there around 4:30 for an hour, then it stopped and it started around 8 o'clock again. Heavy
and
rain.
I don't think that it rained in the afternoon as well here. I don't remember too well because actually I must say that I've been spending a lovely time with my sister and her home, and just to accompany my sister and also to help take care of my younger brother. So
family time.
And that was Saturday and that was Sunday. So I think that when she dropped me off home about maybe 4 o'clock or so, about-ish. And I was watching some TV, and after that I remember that I don't remember anything. I just fell asleep. And then after that I took a shower and I went downstairs to have something to eat and went back about maybe 9 o'clock and watched some TV again and fell asleep again.
Yeah, I assume that the rain came from Mexican side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Saturday evening I had to go there to pick up some material, and around 5 o'clock it rained heavy, and for about I left over there about 7 and the rain was still on, but when we got to the Belize border everything was dry.
Mm-hmm.
Dry.
Well, if you notice, and I actually mentioned that if you look at the satellite picture from the National Hurricane Center, which I just pulled up, you see this heavy rain here, huge patch here?
Mm-hmm.
This is what's going to bring more rains to us. So we're very fortunate that we're going to have more rains this afternoon. Okay, all of this area. If you notice down south too, it's covered with clouds, but in the north, it's covered as well. But it tends to be more off the coast than on inland. But those are going to be drawing in sometime during the course of the afternoon, and then that's going to be bringing in more rains to us. So, hey, thank God for this.
Yeah. So we must.
And let me just tell you quickly that I don't know if you passed by the river, but the river is not looking bad at all. Actually, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it don't look like chocolate milk again.
Yeah, it don't look green or brown or black or anything like that. It looks
shaping up.
It looks pretty normal. I yet have to take a closer look at from Banquitas during the course of the day.
After last night's
rain, because normally the Banquitas gives you the elevated picture.
Yeah, true. Yep. And so, I want to make sure the kids carry the umbrella and the raincoat at school, because kids like run out from school when bell ring and when I want to pick them and get sick. But Mr. Martinez, you know that this re-registration has been going on, and persons are going to court to try to take our people off a list. But then
and some of them are losing.
You could say anything out there, Mr. Martinez, but if you not got a court with black and white and real proof, you could say that I got the hair in my hand, but if you not got proof, then it not work.
Well, there's a joke I'd love to say about proof, but can't say it.
Yeah.
I can't say it.
Yeah, but there was a report from the court on Friday in Belize City of a gentleman going to court to object to some persons that he was saying that does not live in the Caribbean shores and are registered in that area.
That's the Deputy Commissioner of Police.
Yeah, plus 6 other persons.
Because there were 7 in all.
Yeah, but he was also saying that his sister lives in Lake Independence, but she's registered in Caribbean shores. So where that put you now? You understand?
That he is not the kind of witness that you'd like to have because it's double standards.
Yeah. But he not ever a witness. He not the one who carry this thing to court.
Well, the one that is.
You understand? The complainant.
Right.
But I guess in the morning when he went to court and when he came out afterwards, he must realize, you know what? I know they win this thing. So in the afternoon when he went back to court, then he said, well, you know they deal with them people again. You know they object to them again. But the court, Emmanuel, you can't go to court, the guests are your return.
Well, as far as I know, ladies and gentlemen, there was a similar situation here in Orange Walk. No, I do not have in my hands a report that says this and this happened. But judging from what I saw afterwards happening, were the people who were being taken to court in this case, I think it was the inclusion of some people in the Orange Walk East Division. And I think that Elode Aragon was helping to defend these people. It turns out that in the case came out for the Aragon camp. In other words, the court agreed on keeping those people in.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to let me just quickly, before I put my foot in my mouth, let me just quickly. I'm trying to get.
That happened one time back with them.
Yes, over the weekend.
Yeah, that happened one time
on
back.
Friday.
Way back, that one happened on one time with Marcel Cardona, you know, and he came out winning when he was running for the UDP. They went to court and they got big objections, you know. And I think that was held on a Saturday too, you know, Mr. Martinez. It was a special session on a Saturday. And yes, and he got in and he won it. That's a report there?
No, that's not the report there, but it's something that I'd like to touch on.
Okay.
But maybe what we can do is, before we go into that, we can quickly go in the break, because that's going to be, I got some good news. Coming out of government for those people who have arrears in their taxes in their land. So we're going to be presenting government's initiative to try to get people to pay up, and they're giving large discounts, big discount,
good,
on all the interest and arrears that have accumulated on land taxes. So let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll be talking more about the land tax, partial remission of arrears, statutory instrument, not a statutory instrument, what is it? The declaration from government to help those people who are in arrears of their land taxes. Let's take this break, and we'll be right back with you.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 16 minutes before 8 o'clock. Again with Mr. Robert Checky Usher.
Look, we had the good news then.
Yes. You know, I would imagine that a lot of people will be glad to hear that or are already glad to hear this. And I'd like to be able to share this with you. There is a partial remission of arrears on all land taxes due to the government of Belize. So, in other words, the Ministry of Natural Resources will be implementing the Partial Remission of Land Tax Arrears Program 2019-2020, also referred to as the Land Tax Amnesty Program. And program allows landowners who owe land taxes the opportunity to settle or manage their tax arrears during a 6-month period commencing October 7th, 2019. Obviously, on to 6 months afterward, which would be October, November, November, December, December, January, January, February, February, March, March, April, until April 2020. You have 6 months to either clear up or manage your tax arrears, and that commences today.
Yeah, today is the 7th.
Today is the 7th of October. So the benefits of the program will be as follows. You enjoy a 25% discount on the outstanding tax for each financial year. Okay. What if you owe property land tax from 2014? 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. And it is perhaps, say, $300 a year. Just let's say. You will be receiving 25% discount on that $300. Okay? And secondly, if you owe taxes from 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, you will have accumulated interest. Okay? And the interest can be quite hefty.
Yep.
Quite hefty. So in this partial remission, you will be enjoying the waiver of interest on your discounted arrears. In other words, they're going to waive the interest, remove the interest.
I have a call coming in, Mr. Martinez. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Gentlemen, let's face this problem the way it should have been faced by government many, many years ago. Most of these lands that they're waiving the taxes or waiving the payments, these are people that owe land that they're dormant. They're not land and they're producing, right? Take for instance here on the Philip Golden Highway, where this Oriental guy bought vast amount of land, where there's a building, a cement building there that's half built, where once a drug plane landed, right? And after that plane landed, that Oriental went. So that's acres and acres of land that is there. It's property of this Oriental. No, we don't know where he is. This land is dormant. I don't think they're paying their taxes. What they need to do is purchase this land via the taxes they owe and distribute to people that need land. They have a lot of villages that need land, and like this, they have a lot of people that have vast amount of land that they're not being used, right? And they do not pay their taxes. Government is supposed to purchase these lands with the taxes they owe and distribute to people that need land to work. That's what they need to do. A smart government would do that. They would never waive taxes. A very smart government would get back this land and give it to the people who need it, who can produce, right? And purchase this land via the taxes they owe. That would be a smart move by any government. Not waiving these taxes, and you know they won't be paying for many years more to come, and you waive again. No! Get back this land and give it to people that need it, the poor, the people that want to do something with the land, right? So I think what this government is doing is a big pile of crap. You do not waive taxes. You find a way to get your taxes, because the government lives by taxes. That's the way a government survives, by the taxes people pay. So you don't waive taxes, you don't waive any payment, you make sure you get it one way or the other. That would be a very smart move by any government, right? And the way the government is behaving is very stupid. Thank you very much.
Well, I do have some commentary there, and I like to say that this practice that is being done currently by this government is the same practice that has been done by other governments. And I'd like to tell you, I'd like to share it with you, that even the present town council has done this program in some form or another. Because there are a number of people who are citizens and who just don't have the amount of money to pay the taxes, and then when it accumulates, they take advantage of these programs, sir, to be able to pay. So not everybody is in agreement with you, sir, in that respect. And I do believe that even the present town council has implemented this very same program, and it has been met with a lot of approval, and believe me, that it is being met with a lot of approval from a lot of people, me included, because I own some property which was given to me by my parents, and I have not been able to pay all the taxes on it. So I am particularly glad about that. And I am sure that just as I am glad, there are hundreds or perhaps even thousands of people who are going to take advantage of this. Your idea of about taking over the property, good Lord, that means that we have to take over the property, the vast amount of property from some notable political figures, the LOP, as a matter of fact, and try to distribute the leader of the opposition and distribute all of those as well. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. I'll be honest with you. I think this is a genuine effort to try to help people to be able to meet their commitments. And I don't have any problem with it.
Yeah, I think the suggestion is a good one as well. If the people who the taxes and they know they pay, maybe they could look upon it a way that it can be balanced off. But it's something that they would have to do a good study before they start taking those.
You mean take away the properties?
I don't think that.
Because that's what he was suggesting. Take away the properties.
But what?
Sell it and give it to the people who own. Well, I'm not in agreement with taking away the properties just easily because you owe some taxes. That's exactly the reason why they're giving you partial remission, because at least this way you manage to keep your properties and keep it for posterity and say thank you to Mr. Barrow, or thank you to Mr. Said Musa, or thank you to whichever government, because both governments utilize it.
And you see the town councils implementing
to help
it as well,
the people, the landowners, and also to help the government with some of their resources. So I have taken advantage of it, and I know of a lot of people who have taken advantage of it pretty much the same manner. So I respect your opinion, sir, but I am glad it's happening because I'll be taking advantage of it, and I know of a number of people who will.
We'll have our next caller coming, Mr. Martinez. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Hello. They have a clause in the laws of Belize that no one person can stop the progress or the advancement of a town, village, or settlement. Meaning that if I have a piece of land and my town, my village, or my settlement need to expand, the government has the right to purchase that land. Give the owner the opportunity to give a price. And if it does not want to do it, then the government has the right and the power to purchase that land at government's price. That's what happened with Mr. Castillo when the PUP took over land from him to expand that part of the south, where right now it is, where right now it's what you call it, Castillo Estate, right? Yeah. Then when he had the opportunity to give his price, he did not. So the government purchased that land at government price. When the United Democratic went in, that's when the second phase of that parcel of land was given out. Then he gave his price, and he was paid for it. So there is the law that said you cannot stop a town, a village, or a small community to expand. So if you have a land and you are not using it, you're not utilizing that land, the government has the power to purchase that land. So if you owe taxes, the government has the power to purchase your land with the taxes you owe and distribute it to other people. I didn't say take it away. I said purchase. That's a word that has a lot of power. You go to purchase the land with the taxes you owe and give it to people to produce. That's what I said.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, sir, that a lot of those people who own property are paying their taxes. So, unless you are telling me that perhaps somebody like, and without having to mention names, but somebody who I know owns a lot of property here on the San Lorenzo Road, and I don't know if that person is behind on his taxes. But if there's any one area that is hindering the growth of Orange Walk, it's that ownership, because it's just not being used. And what about all the properties in Tower Hill? And what about the properties in so many other places that are just not available to people? But then again, those persons are paying taxes. So,
but he's saying the ones that are not paying.
That's exactly why I'm saying that these persons, I suppose, are paying taxes.
Okay.
Unless it can be determined that you're right, sir, that these people are not paying taxes, well then I would agree with you. I will agree with you and say, take it away from them. So I joined the bandwagon.
Purchase it from them.
Purchase it from them.
Yep.
And say, tell her what, you've been owners of these properties for the longest, you're not paying taxes, let me take this away from you.
You're keeping back the progress of the community.
Keeping back of the community. So, and I hope that we don't hear the discrimination part when certain people are purchased of their property or relieved of their properties because the tongue benefit is put in front of this man's alleged huge holdings in properties.
Yeah, let's continue with the document that you got there, Mr. Martinez.
The conditions of the program are such that there's full acknowledgement by the landowner of the total arrears before the discount. When you actually get a piece of paper saying, tell you what, Mr. Martinez, you owe $3,000 or whatever. And it tells you 1,500 is interest and 1,500 is land tax. So in this case, they're going to take away the $1,500 and apply at 25% on their $1,500.
Yeah, but they don't need to pay up. But they don't need to pay.
Of course you need to pay up.
Yeah.
You need to pay up. The second condition is you can participate in the program if you are an owner of land situated outside of a city or town. Well, anywhere. In other words, if it's in Miller's Bight or Ann Gabriel, which were own the property, I'll be taking advantage of that. Payment in full of the discounted arrears for each year before the end of the 6-month period. You have to pay the whole thing. You can't say, sir, I could pay down $25 each month until no. You have to pay the whole damn thing.
That's within the 6 months?
Yes, within the 6 months. And a failure to settle your arrears within the 6-month period will result in your account reflecting all arrears outstanding prior to the commencement of the program. So you have to do the whole thing. If you don't do the whole thing, it goes right back to what it was.
Yeah.
So, in other words, you pay the 6 months. If you have 6 months arrear, 6 years arrear, the only way that you can get full benefit is for you to pay the 6 months, 6 years in arrear, and then they will cancel all interest and bring you up to present.
Yep.
If you only pay 1 year, $25 or $30 there, you're not doing anything. Keep your $25 in your pocket because it's not just going to go anywhere with it. All right?
Okay.
No, I am particularly glad that in giving 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least I know that I'll be getting in money sometime within the next 6 months.
And that 6 months starts today.
And that 6 months starts today. To be able to do this, because if I'm not to get the money, well then, where am I going to get it from? You understand me?
Yeah, but they are not saying in that document there that what happens after the 6 months.
What do you mean?
All right, suppose you don't pay, you still have.
Well, you just have to. It says failure to settle arrears within 6 month period result in your account reflecting all arrears outstanding prior to the commencement of the pre. It goes right back to the same thing. In other words, if you don't take advantage of it, it just stays there. Where do I participate? You can visit the Ministry of Natural Resources headquarters in Melopan or any of the Lands and Surveys District offices. For arrears of at least $20,000 or more, you're asked to visit the Ministry of Natural Resources in Melopan. So if you owe them $20,000 and $30,000 bills, sir, and I wouldn't be surprised. No, I'm going to say I will not be surprised if some of the prominent names are called out, for those that are being are in arrears. Some very prominent names maybe even 9. But no, I only own only poquitos.
Yeah.
I only own only poquitos because I try to take advantage of these things every so often. So, but sometimes people could own $20,000 and $30,000 and $40,000 in a land tax, and then hope that their government goes in so that there can be
They
can be written off. This is the order of the day. This is the order of the day, and it stinks. It stinks to high heaven. And what do you do about it? You really can't do anything about it.
Yeah, well, it's 8 o'clock, and it's time for us to take our 8 o'clock break of the morning. We'll be
Let's
going
take
up
that
until
8 o'clock break.
Yeah, we go up until 8:30 this morning, so we'll take this break and we'll be right back.
And for certain reasons, we have certain exigencies, and we'll be going up to 8:30 today rather than 9 o'clock.
Someone come? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter?
Who's me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
Oh man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea, or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Buenos días, bienvenidos todos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show. En inglés hemos estado hablando acerca de una iniciativa del gobierno en términos de las personas que deben impuestos de sus terrenos, impuestos e interés porque se acumulan los años. Pues quiero compartir con ustedes una buena noticia de que el gobierno empieza hoy 7 de octubre, un periodo de 6 meses, donde se les ofrece durante esos 6 meses la posibilidad de aclarar sus deudas, de cancelar sus deudas. Este gobierno le está ofreciendo esta oportunidad a los dueños de propiedades a cancelar sus deudas, puesto que se les ofrece el 25% de descuento en sus intereses y en sus deudas anteriores, y se les cancela los intereses. Así que si tienes una cuenta de, por decir, $10,000, $5,000 en intereses, $5,000 en deuda de tus propiedades, se le cancela el $5,000 y te ofrece $25,000, el 25% en lo que es tu deuda. Así que esto es un ofrecimiento que se hace periódicamente para los dueños de terrenos que pues no tienen la solvencia o la capacidad de poder pagar cada año los impuestos, etcétera, etcétera. Entonces muchas veces ven que se les acumula este tipo de impuestos, y se les acumula y luego no pueden hacer nada con el terreno, porque si no pagan sus impuestos no puedes hacer nada con ello. Así que yo les pido a la gente que por favor tomen ventaja de este ofrecimiento. Tomen ventaja de ese ofrecimiento. Hemos tenido una persona que llamó y dijo que es una tontería lo que está haciendo el gobierno, que en realidad debe de quitarle pero comprarle las propiedades a las personas que deben impuestos y etcétera, etcétera. Eso caería cierto si es que debes ya por una gran cantidad de años. y que no demuestras ninguna iniciativa o ningún esfuerzo para aclarar tu cuenta. Pero si estás luchando, como sea la gran mayoría de gente, está luchando para pagar sus deudas, entonces este ofrecimiento cae bien, justo. Y yo les pido a ustedes que tomen ventaja de este ofrecimiento que el gobierno les está ofreciendo. El descuento es para aclarar sus deudas en sus cañales, en sus propiedades, en sus casas, etcétera, 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 en lo que se trata de land taxes. Ya sabes que no puedes hacer nada si es que tus land taxes no están pagados. No puedes transferir de uno al otro si tu land tax no está pagado. Y muchas veces estamos dispuestos a hacerlo pasar y pasar y pasar hasta que algún día nos caiga una cantidad de dinero para poder pagar esto. Pues ahora es el tiempo, compañeros y compañeras. Ahora es el tiempo de tomar ventaja de esto para que durante el 7 de octubre hasta el 7 de abril tienes tú la oportunidad de cancelar toda tu deuda en tu propiedad, en tu terreno, en tu cañal, etcétera, etcétera, y quedarte limpio para poder transferirlo a la persona que tú quieras. ¿Ok? Tomen ventaja de esto. Este es un esfuerzo de este gobierno para poder ayudarles y asistirles a ustedes.
Yeah. Mr. Martinez, we got like 18 minutes to go, but I was trying to get a story here. You want to finish it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was trying to get a story here that it's a release from the chamber. You remember, I sent it to your WhatsApp, but you're not on your phone right now, so it's hard for you to get it because your phone is charging up. What happened is, you remember this situation with this holiday in September, where the chamber reported how many monies was lost from among 40 business persons, and how many overtime was paid out to the ones that decided to open, no? It was up to like close to $500,000 lost within 40 businesses in the country of Belize, and overtime went up to close to $80,000 for the ones that decided to open. Now, it turned out that yes, we had the holiday on the Saturday, which is the 21st, where everybody everybody enjoyed themselves, and it went through. Now the chamber is looking a little bit further on the December month, which the 25th of December, you have your calendar there? The 25th of December will be sometime during the week. Not sure what day it will be.
The 25th of December is going to be a Wednesday.
Okay.
So we're going to have the Wednesday as a holiday, and we're going to have the 26th as a holiday.
Which is Boxing Day, no?
Right. So, and then we're going to be back to work on Friday and Saturday.
Well, now this chamber is speculating that perhaps or probability that the government will be giving one of these days, either the Friday the 27th or the Saturday the 28th, as a public and bank holiday.
Why would they want to do that?
I don't know. And the chamber is asking, I think they wrote a letter to Honorable John Saldiva.
In lieu of anyone? In lieu of any one day?
I think they were saying it was in lieu of the 26th.
But it makes no sense. 26 has traditionally been a holiday, public and bank holiday. That have wiki tapone day.
But you think that because it falls on a Thursday?
Well, it's always falling on a Thursday or a Wednesday, or there's always a possibility of it falling during the week. So we've never messed with those things. If it falls on a Wednesday, Boxing Day falls on a Thursday, we just go back to work Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And there's no big deal.
There shouldn't be any big deal.
There should be an interruption there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the chamber got any inside information, but they will have the business perspective tomorrow morning, and I'll try to see what I can pick up from it. But they wrote a letter to the Honorable John Saldiva asking to please leave the 28th, which is Saturday, as a normal working day.
Well, it should be normal working day regardless. And a normal working day, and the 27th is normal working day. Why should it be any extra holiday? The 25th is a holiday, the 26th is a holiday. Period. Thing done. Kaput.
Let me see if I can screenshot
Finito.
it.
2 days. We can't be having more and more holidays and Friday holiday because Friday is we want a long weekend. It's hello. At the end of the day, this goes against the release that came out of the chamber some time ago, saying the Chamber of Commerce is sincerely preoccupied by the amount of money that is being spent on holidays by paying employees, and that was a hefty amount of money, almost $250,000 by 40 businesses, and it turns out that it's money that was just lost by the business owners because that's the salaries they had to spend on extra on holidays. And it's a lot of money, believe me, it's a lot of money. I know that some business owners are complaining and saying, we got too much bloody holiday, we're going on there. My thing is, I don't think government should ever touch that. The 25th is a holiday, 26th is a holiday, thing done, ayakabo.
Yeah, I got it here on a screenshot, Mr. Martinez, but it's not too clear. But what is explained here is saying they sent a letter published a letter to the minister that for the holiday, in accordance with about the 28th of December, they're asking, which is given in lieu of Saturday of December 26. Yeah, they are speculating that day, the Saturday, will be given for a holiday in lieu of September 26. So they're asking.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, so that's what the chamber is asking, for that to remain as a regular working day, the 28th, which is the Saturday.
Oh, so in other words, there is a real speculation that the 26th is going to be changed to the 28th?
The holiday.
But that's nonsense. That's nonsense.
Because, well, Christmas Day, you can't change it. Just like the one with the 21st and the 26th.
But traditionally, why would you mess around with the 26th? It's a holiday that's already been ingrained in our Belizean society. Yeah, we now really enjoy it for what it is, Boxing Day, where we open our boxes or whatever it is that we do, or we box down each other, and whatever reason it is. But it's a day when traditionally we go visit family.
Yeah, true.
That's the whole thing. You know, we the 25th we stay home and we sit down and we war on Alex Cabbage and Areno and so forth. And then the 26th we're in at casa. Now I'm going to spend it with you.
Yeah, and the 26th is a big day that is observed in Benqueviejo del Carmen and right here in San Esteban.
Exactly.
It's the patron saint of San Esteban.
Patron saint of San Esteban. So, hey, I could not touch that one. Believe me, I think that it's premature. I don't agree with any sort of initiative to try to change the holidays in December. None at all. The 25th is a Wednesday, holiday. The 26th is Boxing Day, Thursday, lady holiday. But the 27th, Friday, back to work. Yeah. The 28th, back to work.
They're not regular days, man.
Those are regular days, and I don't see the benefit, because if there was indeed some sort of like capacity to build bridges, like say, tell you what, we can put this one here and put this one there, then granted, but then there's still a working day in the middle, and you don't want to be pressuring the business community that's already pressured into financing another holiday, because really that's what happens. They finance the whole deal. If they grant you a holiday, it's the business community that has to pay for it. It's a business community that has to pay for it.
Yep. Yeah, well, Mr. Martinez, it's 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, and we'd like to remind everyone that is interested in applying for positions in the United Democratic Party. Deadline is the 25th of this month, because we don't hear about persons that applied for leadership, but we don't hear nothing about deputy leader, first deputy.
I gather that I don't know, but I gather, and I think I read that somewhere, and I was to be honest, I'm quite very pleased. And I think that, and I'm hoping I'm not putting my foot in my mouth, but I was very pleased to hear that the Saldiva team included now as first party leader the Honorable Ugo Pat.
First deputy.
First deputy.
Right.
The Honorable Ugo Pat. And second deputy as Tracy Tega.
Wow.
Okay?
Those are two strong persons.
Those are two strong, indomitable people. So, I welcome that. I'll be honest with you. I welcome that because it's a reflection of my suggestion some time ago. Remember that?
And both of them are productive ministers.
Absolutely. And unbeatable as well.
Yeah, because the field that Ugo Pat is in with lands, I believe he's doing well. And Tracy, well, she's in the commerce, that's her field. You know, she used to be at the tourist board, and that's what she used to do, and she's doing fine.
So,
trade and commerce.
Like I said, I'm hoping that, and let me just quickly see if I can substantiate that.
So you're saying that they're on John Saldiva's
they're on John
team.
Saldiva's team, yes.
Okay.
And let me just quickly.
Man, page look full up, man.
Full up, yes.
Full up. Yeah, and he's the Minister of National Security as well. He's a representative from Belmopan who has been winning and with elevation as well. And he's aspiring for the leader of the United Democratic Party.
It's September. I don't see any of his postings unless there's another one.
Maybe it must have a special posting for the leadership.
Okay. Saldiva for the leader.
But you see, you saw that interview with the standard bearer for Mesopotamia, Shine.
Shine is
he came
Saldiva's
out
as well.
straight, and you say Jules going to try all kind of things for me to something. I won't go where you want me to go. So that's what I'm supporting.
And Philip is
Philip is strong behind John as well.
So and so is Tony Herrera and so forth. But I was quite pleased actually to hear that it was announced. It was there. Oh, good Lord. You know, when you want it, that way you can't find it. But anyway, it's not been officially, it's not official news, in other words. That only piece a year or so.
But only
piece a year or so, that was quite pleasing.
Yeah.
Quite pleasing piece a year or so. Okay? That the team of Mr. Saldiva includes Mr. Ugo Pat, and also Honorable Tracy Tega.
Yeah, that makes the team much stronger.
That makes it much stronger. Yes. So that's what I have heard, and that's what I am repeating to you. This was clearly on the page.
Yeah. And if you notice that, Mr. Martinez, with these two persons, these two honorables, and even the Honorable Jan, that they represent their people so well that the delegates that they put there will definitely go their way. They'll definitely support them because they support their people.
So, like I said, I am not. I wish that I had that information to be able to share with you, but unfortunately, at this moment, it just not there. Just not there. So
okay, Mr. Martinez, I have some information to that right now. It's saying here Ugo Pat and Tracy Panton joined Team John Saldiva for UDP leader. Sources close to Honorable John Saldiva's camp has confirmed that Honorable Ugo Pat will be first deputy leader and Honorable Tracy Tega will be second deputy leader on the on the Saldiva for leader slate. This is a powerhouse lineup and is sure to lead the 2020 general election victory for the United Democratic Party. Our sources also tell us that at least 21 representatives such and their delegates have pledged their support to the Minister of National Security, Honorable John Saldiva. So far, we hear, quote unquote, Frank Papamena, Beverly Williams, Pablo Marin, Omar Figueroa, Angel Campos, Erwin Contreras, Gaspar Vega, Edmond Cleveland Castro, Sede Erdington, Rene Montero, Shine Barrow, Philip Willoughby, Tony Herrera, Ivan Williams, Dennis Garbott, Danny Grijalva, Diane Finnegan, and the minister's successor in Queen Square, Dennis Sister B. Barrow, and that makes up 21. It says Saldiva will have his leadership launch at the city center, right?
Mhm.
That will be on November 3rd.
November
Yeah.
3rd, is it?
Yeah, this is a document that we received, and it came from the Associated Belize Press.
You just got that?
Yep, it just came in.
Just came in. But that's exactly what I read. If that is so, that's good news. I don't know, sometimes we fall into these little, into these predictions and we quickly grab them as if it were 100% real. But then again, I feel comfortable with saying that it's, I think, a good move, personally. It's one that I had mentioned some time ago was a good move.
True.
And with Mr. Ugo Pat. And so I'm saying, hey, the Saldiva team looks stronger every day.
And the majority of persons that are on this list are persons that are definitely there and has a high possibility of being elected again.
Exactly.
To the House of Representatives.
Exactly. So.
Right?
And that's
Which is
that's
important.
That's very, very important. So, well, that doesn't, that does not preclude the Honorable Patrick Faber that he's not going to win. Of course, he's going to be a clear winner in his colored division.
Yeah, colored. His seat.
His seat. But and also some of the people who support him as well are easily
will
be reelected. But it seems to me that regardless if you are from one team or another, I think that at the end of the day there's going to be some collective responsibility, as they would call it, or some sort of coming together and putting our differences aside and saying, tell you what, we're going to be forming the next government come November 2020. And believe me, this I don't know joke, this I don't know fool the talk, but the UDP is poised to be able to take over and do this and win the general elections for a fourth time come the 2020 elections. And this I don't know joke.
All in for one cause.
All in for one cause, that's right. Because, well, for one reason, the PUP is not an option. The PUP is not an option, and the PUP themselves are saying it. The PUP is not an option at this moment because it's the same set of people who rendered our economy, our country, and put it really into shambles in prior to 2008. So, believe me, so many millions of dollars were stolen, given away, disappeared, etc., 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 like we have never heard of. And they have tried. They have been very, very, very adamant at trying to compare the UDP corruption with the same sort of level as the PUP corruption. But people are not fools. We people know exactly what is blatant, outright corruption and what is not. Believe me, and what is not. I can't tell you that UDP government is not corrupt. I'd be lying to you. There are some greedy suckers in there. But, believe me, to the extent of the PUP, no man.
Yeah.
No way.
Well, in the days to come, Mr. Martinez, we should be seeing more activities coming out from the Honorable Jan Saldiva camp because his convention comes up in less than a month.
That's exactly right.
Right.
So,
Not convention, but his launch candidacy.
in the 9th of November. So, and that's going to be...
I think it's the 3rd, Mr. Martinez.
And yes, November 9th is the second Saturday in November.
Yeah, it's going to be on the Sunday.
On the 9th or the 3rd?
On the 3rd.
The 3rd?
Yep.
But the 3rd is just, the second Sunday.
Yeah, second Sunday.
In November. So, there's going to be a blast in Belize City.
Yeah, then by then, we should know.
We should know. We will have a lot more to talk about by then because we will also have known in a concrete manner who they with who and who they run away.
Hope we can have him before or even
I
Honorable
think that we
Wapat.
can have. We're going to have. I think that we're going to have both of them sometime in December or January before the elections.
Yeah,
in
February.
So we get to know them personally. Right.
Yep. Well, on that note, Mr. Martinez, we'd like to say thanks to everyone who tuned in today, and congratulations for the rain that came, and like the weather report is telling us that sometime this afternoon we should be having some more rain. So I had a little sprinkling on Friday evening, not much, but last night was good, and we welcome the rains. So don't sing that song and say, blame it on the rain. Say, thanks for having the rain. So tune in once again for a repeat of the show tonight.
What was this, Eurythmics? Here comes the rain again.
Yeah.
Falling on my head.
Yeah.
So, buenos días. Muchas gracias por la audiencia. Recuerden la iniciativa del gobierno de poder utilizar este último ofrecimiento para poder pagar sus impuestos en sus cañales, en sus propiedades, etcétera, etcétera. Están hablando de cancelación de interés y 25% de descuento en sus impuestos. Utilícenlo, tomen ventaja de ello. Es un ofrecimiento que cada gobierno lo ha hecho. Este gobierno lo sigue haciendo para tratar de ayudarles a ustedes. El 25% de descuento en su impuesto y la cancelación de interés. Así que si debes $3,000, fácilmente tu deuda se reduce a aproximadamente $2,000. Compañeros, utilícenlo como dije. Es un periodo de 6 meses. Recuerden, 6 meses empezando hoy hasta el 7 de abril. Tomen ventaja de ello. Repito, tomen ventaja de eso. Si pueden pagarlo todo, páguenlo y tomen ventaja. No pueden usarlo parcialmente. Es más, solo pagar un año y decir, quiero que me canceles interés de esto. No, es cancelación hasta lo presente para que puedas conseguir el máximo beneficio. Pero de nuevo, ya como dijimos, tenemos que irnos, tenemos cierto compromiso con ciertos lugares para estar ahí antes de cierta hora. Así que muchas gracias al equipo de producción, a Rahim, muchas gracias Chequi, muchas gracias a ustedes por su audiencia. Nos hubiera gustado estar aquí hasta las 9, pero hoy hasta las 8:30, minutos para las 9. Tengan un feliz día. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
Yeah, and I read this last text, how the standard bearer of Toledo West, who he is supporting. We don't really know, but as we get that, we will let you know. So on that note, thanks for tuning in. We have our news coming up at 6:30 right here on this same station today, and this show repeats at 9 o'clock. Have yourself a wonderful day. My name is Robert Cheque Usher. As I send out a birthday greeting going out to my good friend all the way there in August Pine Ridge to Mr. Benito Romero. That's the man, the king when it comes to the Pibil. That's the Pibil king. So Benito, enjoy your day today. Have a good one, all right? Last night was good, yesterday was good, but today should be better.
You had Pibil last night?
I'm not telling you I'm gonna August Pine Ridge.
You had Pibil last night? I ask you again.
No.
All right. Tengan un buen día. Hasta luego, nos vemos.
Sugar City Morning Show.